Hello there, YouTube. This is Sibbles and Bits back at it again with another Inkbound Daily. Today is the solo daily for October 23rd, and today we will be playing Magma Miner, going from Proving Grounds into Garden's Edge and then up against Cinder. We have a quest to fully augment bindings, which no problem for us. We have Radical Rewrite. Radical Rewrite on Magma Miner. I'll just say it. Magma Miner and I have a little bit of a love-hate relationship. Um, I love winning, but winning on Magma Miner usually only looks like exactly 3 builds, so I hate them. But other than that, the class just isn't flexible. But Magma Miner with Radical Rewrite is like a completely different character, and I really enjoy that. It makes the class feel so much better. Oh my god. But I don't know. I've been trying to get used to the smash buff. The smash buff definitely made their overall kit feel better, but they're still just I don't know. I don't know how else to describe it. Magma Miner with -1 will. It's notable. We are going to lose quite a bit of damage from that, but I think that it's going to be fine. We gain so much damage from reducing our cooldowns that I think that makes up for it. It's just that our fight 1 is going to suffer because we don't have any like alternative bindings, we don't have any vestiges really to help us. And then of course we've got eager foes, last 2 waves of each combat spawn at once. This is a little bit more tricky with Magma Miner because we lack AoE in our general kit, because we're more worried about we don't really deal like a lot of single target, but we deal more single target than we do AoE. Magma Miner's kind of in the middle of the road there. He doesn't really do anything spectacular unless of course you're doing like obviously their high investment stuff like producing absurd amounts of orbs, producing absurd amounts of cash, producing absurd amounts of burn. Like obviously end game miners do like some serious stuff, but otherwise, Magma Miner doesn't really have anything exciting going on for them, in my opinion. We've got Blessing at Quills, which, yeah, okay. So, rerolling vaults is good for us with Blessing at Quills. So, I think we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm not seeing anything here that's spectacular. Training weights would be nice to have, but yeah, having greens is much better. Is it Misery's Whip? I don't think it is. Spear of the Gods is basically... Cloak of the Conspirator actually isn't bad on Magma Miner. I'm thinking about that. We're at Proving Grounds. Proving Grounds, this is actually going to occur versus Giannis. If we can... I can't remember if they reverted the change where some of the training dummies are auto-attacking. But if they did, and they all start with circle attack, it's easy enough for us to dodge them, especially with new heat. So then we just have to take care of all the direct attackers. And then we have all crits on the next. We just got to be careful about having our abilities off cooldown. Because if they're on cooldown, they can't gain crits. Okay. And I believe this is also first turn, isn't it? Or am I mistaken? I honestly haven't used this since the rework, so I'm trying to remember like other people's accounts. Otherwise, Spear of the Gods is 20% more damage. Like, I definitely appreciate that, but I think this is actually going to be better for us versus Giannis. So we'll go ahead and we'll take that. What do we got here? A critical bonk. I really don't like any of these. They're fine. Strength and Smash, if we know that we're going to get crits on it, it's not a bad idea. I'm basically sitting here wondering if this is the reroll. I usually hate rerolling glyphs with Blessing of Quills, but worst case scenario, we get plus 15 bonk because nothing up tiers, and I think I'm alright with that. Yeah, we're gonna reroll here. And we got the most frickin' roided one we could possibly have gotten. Critical Smash is also very tempting, though. That's rough. Because if we're at a point where we can guarantee primed charges against Giannis, go ahead and just hit him with Critical Smash. And then reduce the cooldowns on the training dummy. We could almost, if we can find a source of evasive, always have Critical Smash going off, which is double damage. I'm not sure if that's technically good. But being able to leap multiple times, especially with the Ascension Pass, is just like the key to victory, especially on Miner. Like, leap carries Miner's kit, and so being able to use it a lot of times is great. Otherwise, like I said, I guess the hammer could have up tiered, and then we wouldn't have had access to plus 15. But yeah, this is crazy. If we're going to be using Bonk repeatedly because we've got radical rewrite, whew, really good. Anyways, I think we're taking Quick Leap. That honestly could be the misplay of the century right there. Again, we had primed crits. Doubling the damage on Smash was probably the right play. We'll see how that goes. Honestly, I think we want to take this Tarnish Vault. Or do we want to take money and re-roll the shop? Yeah, that actually might be the play. I'm just afraid this is going to do nothing. Alright. I've been swindled! It makes sense, though. Otherwise, this would pretty much be Ulama's Whetstone. So it's a conditional Ulama's Whetstone on turns 2+. Without that, though, I don't know how we do this. Well, it doesn't matter when we pick this up. Technically, this is more damage, so I think we're just gonna spam that. Oh, this is certainly rough. Yeah, we're going to take 2 turns here. Critical Smash probably wouldn't have done anything. Like, it definitely almost kills this guy here. Yeah, that -1 will actually got us there. Well, let's actually get some physical power so that that doesn't happen again. These are all terrible except for Bolstered Bonk. I'm not willing to reroll here. We've already used our Glyph of the game. Huh. I could see us wanting Incendiary. I could also see us wanting Blink. Blink is able to produce orbs. Quicken is kind of useless. I'm trying to think if Quicken Augs do anything for us. I really don't think that they do. So it would literally be spend 1 will to do what Bonk would do anyways. and gain 20 movement. No? I think we gotta take Incendiary here. It's a decent skill. I'm not against it. Do we take a Binding Empowerment here? I almost want more stats, but it's going to be very hard for us to make this happen if we don't take a Binding Empowerment right now. Yeah, give me a Tethered Shrine right here. I'm just worried about Giannis, as always. Prickly Puffer. Tell you what. I'll take it. Burn damage is like the only thing we got here. We might as well take it. It's increasing our burn damage by 40%. Take us to the Superior Vault. Oh god, this is terrible. At least they're just jabbers. And I don't think it works this way. Yeah, I have to literally not take any damage. Which is kind of rough. Yeah, I legitimately don't know how we're going to do this. I need to kill that pod. But if I do this, I can't kill the pod. How much is the burn doing? Somewhat of an amount. I think we're going to miss this just barely. That's unfortunate. Now we're in trouble. We're going to have to take a glyph node because we didn't get enough glyphs. We're going to take another turn penalty here. Like last time I was talking about how hard it was and like, okay, hopefully everybody else is doing bad. I'm telling you right now, everyone's not doing bad right now. I did kind of take a gamble on this and it is not paid off so far. Might make our Giannis easier than most people, but I don't know if that's actually like good for us. If that's going to be worth it. If everyone would like to gather around here, that'd be great. That's not really gathering around. Okay. I see how it is. Okay, you're done. Give me that. Perfect. Dear Lord, we are getting just absolutely scuffed here. Okay, counter assistance is something, but then that totally like negates Cloak of the Conspirator. Maybe it's Twin Fang. Do we even want to really crit at all? Valmark isn't bad. We're still over half health, so we're going to get 5 physical power. That adds up to quite a lot of damage. What is this? Well, I'll tell you what. Let's take a critical smash. Take some more crit damage. And let's grab a Valmark and see if this works out. I'll be honest, after image looking pretty good here. No after image, 5 head. Grasp is fine. Pull something in with grasp. Crit it with smash. Can do the same thing with lightning bolt and get AoE. But that would require us, like, you would consider that in a normal fight. Are we going to go one turn in a normal fight without taking any damage in Garden's Edge? Honestly, it's possible. There's not really, I'm going to say this and then, like, run into a ton of them. There's not really a lot of range attackers in Book 2 of Garden's Edge. Like, you get the support casters, you get the rooter guys, but otherwise it's like a bunch of AoE in Garden's Edge. So we might be able to work that. It just doesn't help us versus Giannis, and that's kind of the most important thing for me right now. So I think that means take Grasp, as we always do. Twin Fangs looks great. I could see taking Twin Fangs. We missed the treasure pot. Do we have enough money? We took plus 80. We've re-rolled once. We just bought something for 70. So we've spent that. We could re-roll and buy something cheap. Like Spear of the Gods? We're gambling. I think we're actually going to miss our money objective. We need to make sure that we get our that treasure pot. How much health are you going to have? 62. This is more damage. And increases our crit chance. Okay. Well, we are looking at a turn 3 here. We want to make sure that Smash and Grasp are off cooldown. But I don't think that attacking you is straight up going to do it. Honestly, might have to use one of our cooldowns here. Maybe not. I think we got this. Okay. Alright, let's do this. Grasp. Well, actually, we should probably open with this. Get some heat. Grasp. Power orb. Smash. Okay, that worked out. Twin Fangs doing frickin' nothing for us. These are the worst. These are positively the worst. I'm going to re-roll this. We have to hit a glyph node anyways. We might as well get something out of it. Sure, we'll take Harpoon. I'm not sure that that's the right move here. Okay, hold up. Perhaps I judged Harpoon too harshly. It might honestly be Whack-a-Bonk here. We don't have a lot of augments remaining, and we need to fill up 2 of them. Whack-a-Bonk is good. It fuels into a lot of our possible ascensions, and we could still get something like Extracting Bonk to make us more orbs, which is technically more will. It's on a 10% chance, but sure, why not? Otherwise, Critical Grasp obviously has synergy with, like Harpoon dealing damage. And if we can somehow manage to get Cloak the Conspirator to pop off, that'd be kind of nice. But if we could get some critical damage, that'd be nice. I mean, critical chance. Is it burn damage? I really don't want it to be. We're going to keep going the way we're going. It's a terrible way. But I'm going all in on that statement that there are not a lot of direct attackers here. I'm about to be very wrong. I believe I honestly need a good vestige here. Like something that actually gives us some oomph. Oh, see, what did I tell you? Might as well do that. Look at that. Twin Fangs did something. Holy Lord. I'm going to believe that Incendiary here is the correct choice. You're taking no damage again. Of course, it doesn't mean anything to us because you have no bindings off cooldown. That one thing I warned us about? Yeah. Yeah, I think we're going to take another turn deficit here. Not to mention a lot of damage. Possibly not. No, we're going to take a lot of damage. I don't see us getting out of this one unless we get another crit. Nah, even then. Alright. I'll tell you what. Moss Mothers doesn't seem bad. Gives us some crit and gain evasive. It's just not necessarily great. Pressurization Tank is another way to gain some more damage. Thanalope's Tuft gives a little bit of DR that doesn't really matter on each turn. Reduce cooldown of the first binding you use by 2. That's pretty sizable. It means that we actually get to use either Incendiary or Harpoon much more often. We can actually go into an Incendiary burn build at that point. Use that for our single target. It's got no augments in it, so that's a little bit rough. Prepared Grasp feels great. On that note, give me that. Give me Tuft. Why? That was probably still burn damage there was what we were supposed to grab. Burn damage stacks a burn. If we get Incinerate, we would reduce it down to a 2 cooldown. Incinerate, bonk bonk, Incinerate. That's pretty freaking good. There it is. It's right there. Yeah, I'll take it. Okay, this will give us money, which we desperately need. Yeah, I'll take the money. Please, Granny, save this run. I'm not sure that was enough. A Scalding Half Charm something on critting gain 1 shield. We don't crit. So I think Scalding Half Charm is... I was considering re-rolling this up to a purple. Scalding Half Charm I think is just too good. I don't think that we can not take that. Maybe that's me being foolish. We should have grabbed all the burn damage available. We should have grabbed that +5 stacks of burn. We have Incinerate now. That wouldn't have changed us taking Tuft. And then, like, the whole front half of our build was just absolutely useless. That's rough. I have to take this Glyph Note. Regardless of what happens to this pot, which we definitely hope that we kill it, because we also kind of need the money. But regardless of what happens to this pot, we're going to have enough glyphs, so we're not going to take a deficit on that. Come on, there's gotta... Don't do this to me. Magic Pixel, you... Come on, Magic Pixel. I don't know what I expected. You guys are already dead. Omaiwa Motion Deru. So, let's get some damage out here. I think we finally did it. Ladies and gentlemen, we did it. It's when we get to these situations here that it gets a little bit spicy. The first skill we use has its cooldown reduced, and the first skill we want to use is right there. Which is my fault. I tried moving that pot. Probably wasn't necessary. What about... Excuse me? There we go. There it is. I'm going to choose to believe that that was correct. That was probably not correct. Yeah. We're going to lose a little bit more points here. What were we offered in the beginning that would have helped this? Burnital? We are getting hit quite a bit. Burnital would add quite a bit of burn output, especially versus something like Giannis or Nim. Maybe we were supposed to assume that we were going to become a pincushion. I'll definitely take that, thank you. Having more skills be free definitely feels good. Smash dealing considerable damage also feels good. I think it's prepared incendiary though. We'll be able to use more skills, including incendiary. I think here we got to take this binding empowerment. Smoldering bonk. I guess I don't mind the explosive incendiary. Oh wait, we killed the treasure pot. We can re-roll this. We can re-roll this, and then we can also re-roll a purple log. Thank you. Quickened incendiary. I think it's extracting bonk though. It's a lot of RNG, but if extracting bonk pays out, we get more cooldowns. As opposed to reducing the cooldown of one skill slightly more. That is a considerable amount though, because then we can incendiary, bonk, incendiary, bonk, incendiary. That's not true. Why am I saying that? It's only the first time. So we would be able to start the turn with incinerate. It would go down to 1. We bonk once. Incinerate. That could be a lot of damage. Especially considering that you have Scalding Half Charm in play. Another 3 stacks. Is that better than extracting bonk? I guess we're going to have to believe so. Extracting bonk is gambling. I think incendiary is actually probably our best line for damage. Don't pick that up, Bits. Resisting every fiber of my being. Give me Helmet Crab, please. We are going to be trading a lot of damage here, except when he decides to do these AoEs. But we also have to kill his 660 HP mini fridge bits. Which is honestly going to require us to pull him forward. Which means that we don't actually get to do this. We hates it. Holy moly, that's a crit. And next turn we're going to have some crits. I think we're going to push them. There we go. This is good. Yep. Okay, the skills we want to use are off cooldown. What? They definitely don't like us as far as positioning, that's for sure. Alright. Bring it in, little buddy. I could smash here. That's probably the right play. We'll do that. Then we'll hit you with this. This is free. Significantly less damage. We can keep that over for next turn. Literally all... Oh, actually... Let's reduce those cooldowns. So that these are actually ready to use next turn. Because then we can do our Wombo combo again. That pretty much guarantees that we win here. Unless, of course, these two Bits and Nim manage to somehow destroy us. Okay. Negative CDR was definitely the right play. God, how much does this give again? I think we might be saved. It's a total waste, but I think this is the right move. It allows us to actually spend money. Okay, first things first. We're going to have to take Combusting Incendiary. We need to make sure that our next two augments are these two. Otherwise, we don't get our run quest. So it needs to be Combusting Incendiary, which honestly isn't bad, considering Incinerate. It's just not as good as having a damage multiplier there. I think? I think currently... No, wait. Currently, this is actually better than 25% more damage. It's just worse for literally everything else. But this might honestly make up for the fact that it doesn't affect everything. Anyways, we're going to take that. It could still honestly be Comet. I think it's Excavate, though. Makes us want to use it over Bonk. Man, I'm really hoping that everybody else did terrible. Oh. I think we need more burn damage here. It's kind of our new damage. We were trying to go into crit for a while, and then it failed us. That's really annoying. Anyways, I'm mostly afraid of you guys. So you can come over here, except not. I mean, we're going to take a ton of damage here. I don't know what else we can do. Fix our cooldown, that's pretty much it. Get a crit, that's pretty much it. This is a lot of frickin' damage. Not really much I can do about these guys. More worried about the tuning stone again. You want to come up here, that'd be swell. I'm pretty sure that's just gonna happen. I mean, unless we do this. I'm not sure that putting this on cooldown is the best idea, though, because we still got this gentleman to worry about. Maybe we somehow burn him? I certainly don't friggin' know. $220. That should kill. So we honestly need to do something along the lines of this. Yo! We did it! We need a bonk. That is a bonk ascension. We can't get whack-a-bonk anyways, it's gotta be whopping. There we go. Show me the money. We have window. Window's interesting. On hitting, inflict 1 stack of shock. That's actually probably our best move. I just realized our ordering here is absolutely ass for Cinder. Unless we somehow find some more shielding. Hoi! Heart of the Last Lifeless? Thank God. Pretty sure that fixes literally everything. Even more burn damage. Let's go. Okay. I will take the Zephyrian. Contrition of Elira only works whenever we hit heat. And so then we would only gain like 4 shielding. We need something that actually does a little bit more oomph than that. That'll be Zephyrian. I could also see Window to Eternal Longing, if only to extend our HP gate, so that we're more likely to get stuff out of that. Just give me Zephyrian. Cloak of Conspirator might actually go off. Valmark's going to go off. Twin Fang I can do without. Okay, don't re-roll the shop. Oh, come on, man. Infernal Cascade. How much did we gain out of that last little bit there? By stomping on 6 people. Did we stomp on 6 or did we stomp on 9? It definitely wasn't 9. So stomping on 9 people Was that seriously almost 200? Because if that was almost 200, we might be able to buy Infernal Cascade and be fine. The thing that is... Oh, we definitely don't take Paradigm Shift. We can easily afford it, but we can't take that. The only thing that's keeping me from wanting to do that is we're already in this very weird situation, we'll call it, where we're going to have Blazing Barrier up, and we somehow have to solve that enemy. And what it's currently looking like is we harpoon them, which will blow our Scalding Half Charm. I guess if they don't die, then we can Zephyrian and then incinerate them. But if we do that, then who are we honestly leaping on? My question to you. If... I feel like I must have missed something there. There's no way 6 enemies gave us 200, did it? If so, that's insane. Like, I wasn't counting the boss. That has to be what it was. I don't think that we can take Infernal Cascade. And we can't afford to reroll, because if we reroll, all that's going to do is make this all legendaries, and we can't do anything with it. I suppose we were supposed to reroll the chest? I don't know. That shop really didn't help us. Or, like, what? We go ahead and we just take the 300 point deficit, since we're losing a lot anyways, and just make sure that we get through Cinder. Guess that's not terrible. Scalding Half Charm in combination with an Infernal Cascade would be pretty frickin' roided. I just wish that we had more sources of burn. Because currently it's just Incinerate. Maybe our damage is high enough that we don't have to care about sources of burn. I don't know. I'm just going to be more upset if I miss a turn, because that's worth more than this quilling. But if I end up like absolutely smattering it and we don't need it, that's probably going to upset me even more. But I've been second doubting myself a lot lately, and then I end up just having a bad time. So I think we're just going to go with the gut reaction that we need this. And so that probably also means that we get rid of this. The movement is nice. We use pretty much everything else here. Like, technically, Cloak of the Conspirator is worse, but we actually are going to get something out of that versus Cinder. I guess maybe Spear of the Gods. I don't know. Really is hard to say that. Because this is losing 5 physical power, which we're going to use on critical smashes, bonks. But 10 move is honestly quite a lot. Yeah, we'll do this. Meep, meep. And we'll see exactly how much money we can actually make. I think we're going to end up taking a lot of damage here, though. That is not a lot. I think I would rather take 3 and make sure that I hit you. God, we don't have any damage. All right. I was afraid you were going to take off that turn. I knew I should have phased you. I don't know if it was even possible, but now I'm feeling like a absolute dingus. I'll take another 3 damage here to milk out some more Quillings. Yeah, I guess it was possible if we hit 6 people we made that much money. It's close. Not sure I actually want to use anything here. Reduce all of our cooldowns. We're going to get Cloak of the Conspirator to pop. And we have to find a way to kill you this turn. But we might as well take these. I don't think we do this without doing this. Holy Lord, we did it. We definitely did not make enough, though. But that's pretty much what we took that 300 hit to make sure we didn't take a 500 hit. I think that was the correct move. Anyways, was at least an interesting run. I guess Cloak of the Conspirator actually did come back in clutch because we got that harpoon damage out on it, as well as all the critical damage that we had taken up to that point. But I think that was definitely Incinerate carrying us right there. Hopefully, the run was entertaining, or at least educational. If you have any feedback whatsoever, be it questions, comments, concerns, misplay alerts, be sure to put them down in the comments below. Holy shit, despite us playing like absolute crap, we're second place. I guess everyone was struggling. I figured everyone would just go into, like, brain off, dummy thick, frickin' burn build, which was easily presented to us along the way, and would have just absolutely clobbered everything. But maybe the burn builds lost turns on. What am I trying to say? Maybe they lost turns on Giannis? because we did pretty good against Giannis. Or maybe they lost turns going up to Giannis because, admittedly, burn builds, at least with what we were presented, were a little spiced, a little bit rough. So, I don't know. Maybe that's the whole deal there. Anyways, I can't, like, I'm just so surprised to see us so high up on here. Like, I look at this score and I'm like, we did terrible. Maybe that's rude to say. I don't know. Anyways, go ahead, leave any feedback down below, and until next time, we will catch you guys around.